Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had an amazing weekend. We are going to go over the two most played epics that I've played from beginning account to end account, and that I still love and would recommend to this day, that I even play right now on some of my teams. We're going to start it off with Bannerlords, of course, go all the way through them all, but we're only going to talk about my top two. So if there's a third or a fourth in there that you really love, that you use all the time, let us know down below. Now, I was going to do top one out of every faction, but sometimes there's something like Archmage Helmet and Stag Knight in the same faction, and I couldn't just do one. So Archmage Helmet, this guy is crazy. You can get him from doing the Doom Tower, Secret Rooms, normal. So don't neglect those. This guy and a Koth are just too damn good. Right here, you have increased speed plus increased damage on a buff, which is insane. Then you have control here with stunning waves to break them up so you don't die. It seems like it's not a lot, but it is. It is so crazy and so powerful. Archmage can help you do almost anything in this game. Of course, paired with Seer, you can drop almost any wave out there. Archmage is one of my favorite legendary, one of my favorite epic champions that I still use right now in so many teams. Then we've got Stag Knight. Stag Knight is just, what can you say? He looks amazing. He is amazing. AoE, decreased attack, decreased defense on a 3-turn cooldown, slow speed on the A1 that hits 2 times, and then we've got a passive that gives us increased accuracy of 50%. There's no cooldown on it. Just when you don't place a debuff, one of your allies right here, or yourself, you get this increased accuracy. It's very, very strong. And this guy can hit too if you wanted to build him to do damage. We'll keep it quick, we'll keep moving, but maybe after watching these, you'll want to watch some other videos of these champions and see how great they are, because a lot of these other champions just aren't even worth leveling up. Honestly, they're not. All right, High Elves. If I had to pick two, I'm going to go with Royal Guard and Vergus, because Vergus is such a strong support and he can solo the Scarab King. So many people have issues with the Scarab King. You give this guy enough HP and enough resistance and you got the Scarab King beat. On 100 Doom Tower hard. That's what's so good about this guy. All right, Terrell too, man. I don't know what to tell you. Terrell is amazing. He's just top tier. It's top tier as it comes for epic champions. Those three are the best ones. Honestly, the rest of these guys, they could just be out of the faction. I really don't care. We don't need them. We've got the Sacred Order now. I know I'm going to go through this fast, but I don't want a 30-minute video talking about all these champions. I just want to tell you my favorites. Oh, man, I forgot Mordecai's in here. Mordecai? Who else do we have? Lightsworn? No. Inquisitor Shamal? Deacon Armstrong. Mordecai and Deacon. What do you think? It's all the new ones too, isn't it? All the new epic champions. None of the old ones, but usually, well, I just said that when we just said Terrell and Royal Guard, they're old as can be, Stu. But look at this. Mordecai is just so damn good. We've got an accuracy lead over here. We're going to get those burns up no matter what affinity, because we're not doing damage. It's just resistance versus accuracy. We apply all those burns and we get an increased attack if we need it. Decreased turn meter, increased turn meter, decreased turn meter. Again, he can get you through crazy things in the Doom Tower. Through it all. You just got to bring in the control, you bring him in, and you burn everybody to death. Deacon's insane. We got a speed lead, we've got decreased defense, we got some more increased decrease, where's it at? More increased decreased turn meter, and take an additional turn. This guy on a Deacon Eater clan boss team, waves, put him in a stun set for waves, put him in a stun set for Doom Tower. This guy's amazing. Plus, we got a leech on that A1. Don't forget about that. We get a leech up here. I almost forgot. On the A1. There's some honorable mentions, but I'm not even going to bother. Oh, Godseeker's in here too. I'm not even going to bother going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep trucking through it. We've got too many factions to do. Barbarians. There aren't a lot of barbarians that I really like. Not at all. For rocking the fat man right here is exceptionally good, but I don't have him. But I'm still going to pick him because I don't like a lot of these other barbarians. Honestly, Skytouch Shaman, I've done a lot with her. I've gotten through many arena battles with this girl, and I've used her before in Doom Tower waves to give me those heals, kind of put her in a little regen set or had somebody else to heal her while she was giving mass heals to everybody else. I don't feel like it's necessary now, but I have used her to do that, to take away all the debuffs, to get block debuffs up, and then to heal my team by a massive amount because of HP that she's lost. But I don't feel like it's necessary anymore, but she was fun for quite a while there. I just don't really see myself using her at all anymore. If I had to pick another barbarian to go with the fat man, maybe High Katoon, just because she's free and we found good uses for her in the Doom Tower. But I'm not a fan of a lot of these barbarians. They can work, maybe like AoE decreased defense. But yeah, we'll just keep going on. Let's keep moving it. We don't need to explain it all. We're just supposed to be picking our favorite 2 or our most useful 2 that we still use or that we used on the way up. Maneater, everybody wants him for the clan boss. Unkillable clan boss team. He is top tier. Plus, he can actually get you through a lot of content in the game. Keep your team alive, keep those debuffs off you, steal turn meter on that A2, and then decrease attack on that A1. So there are a lot of other great uses for him. Just nowadays, you always see him on an unkillable clan boss team where everybody wants him. Everybody wants that unkillable clan boss team. The next one's probably going to be a toss-up between Skull Crusher, Garrush, and Occult Brawler, depending on where you want to use them. The rest of these guys, yeah, Ugo's good too. There's a lot of like runner-ups. I'm just going to go with Maneater and 4 runner-ups. Skull Crusher, Garrush, Occult Brawler, and Ugo. There we go. That's it for the Ogryn Tribes. Lizardmen. Now, these people still need work. This beautiful beast, this majestic creature right here has got to be my favorite. We've got an accuracy lead, AoE decrease attack, and decrease crit rate, plus decrease turn meter. We get a heal here based off of how many debuffs are up on the enemy, and he does put up debuffs, but he also, whenever he's hit, can extend debuffs, and he does. He extends quite a lot. This guy is very underrated or ugly, and people don't want to play him that often, but don't judge him by his cute little looks. This guy's amazing. Ox is definitely my favorite. The rest of these guys are very lackluster. Okay, Broad Maul is great for going through faction wars and to heal you, to freeze things, to get buffs up. Broad Maul's an actually really good epic. Fish here is a good epic. I've enjoyed playing him quite a bit too, to remove debuffs, to put up block debuffs. Venomage, you know, clan boss stuff, clan boss, you know, survivability and some bosses I've used out there. I'm not a big fan of most of these, especially for early game, mid game progression content wise. For sure, this guy, yes, and he can help you out, and Broadmaw can help you out, but I don't know. There's just too many other good factions that have cool stuff. Lizardmen need some help. They need some AoE, decrease defense, decrease attack, right? Somebody in here to do that. Maybe a big AoE provoker, something additional to help out those poor little lizards. Then we've got the Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers. No. Okay, Taurus is cool if you're going to do Poison Explosion. Taurus is very cool. This newer one, and Thane. Thane is a clan boss killer and has helped me in faction wars as well, but she's pretty fragile unless you've got somebody like this. This is the 300 Xerxes hippopotamus. If you have the Xerxes hippopotamus, then yeah, it's pretty cool, right? We get a stun, we get a lot of good buffs, and then we get the revive with a resistance lead. I'm all for this champion as well as this one. This is another faction that needs some love. We need some AoE decrease defense, decrease attack together on a 3-turn cooldown. Some more healers, something amazing, something cool. I don't know. Basher's decent too, but we're picking my favorite 2. I'm going to go with Thane, and I'm going to go with the Xerxes hippo for progression anywhere in the game, and then to still use at late game. There's a lot of decent orcs. There's a lot of orcs that I used to use in everything. Zargala mainly because that's all we had back in the day. Now I don't think there's any real reason to put so many books into her and level her up. We've got other champions like the Pierced over here that do that AoE decrease defense and attack that I was talking about, plus provoke, plus decrease accuracy, which is nutso. So that guy is in a league of his own. He's so damn good. And then I would say, oh, this legendary, this epic legendary. Okay. So Seer is kind of on her own, right? She's a legendary champion. She's not an epic, so I'm not going to include her in my 2 picks. Seer is garbage. If you have her, don't even play her. She won't help you through anything in the game, but the Pierced will help you, and then Varask will help you. I hope you know I'm doing sarcasm there. And this girl is a damn legendary plus. She puts other legendaries to shame, believe me. So she's so good, we're going to take her out. We're going to say Duke, and then we're going to say either Sandlash Survivor or Varask as far as my picks. One of these 2, him and one other, him and her. All right, so we'll go with those 2, and Varask is pretty damn amazing too. I've used them a lot. The rest of them though, Ultimate Gaelic had his day to do AoE burns. Way back in the day, he had his day to do AoE burns because we didn't have that many AoE burn champions out there. Now we do, so sorry, Gaelic. Your ultimateness is out. We need to give you a buff. Okay, we're over on demon spawns. Ooh, there's a lot of good demon spawns. There are a lot of fun demon spawns. As far as like the best demon spawns, I'm going to have to go with, of course, Chak. This guy is almost a legendary as well. Just truly amazing. Get those AoE burns, AoE freeze, and then you get also those buffs to block damage, turn meter reduction on your team, turn meter increase, and all the heals. Read his passive. Watch my videos on this guy, or the rest if you want to, or anybody else's video to help you progress in the game. Amazing. Allure, as you know, you can just lock out this A2, lock out that A3, and just have her do her A1 over and over on the bosses, on the waves to the boss. Pair her with somebody like Archmage Helmet to help you stun the waves, give you all those buffs, and then she just keeps doing that A1, turn meter reduction over and over again. It's pretty easy to do. And she's super powerful for the Fire Knight, right? If you don't have her for Fire Knight 25, you're like, man, how do I do this? It's too difficult. Third one, Akoth. This guy is really an epic plus. This guy's amazing, and you get him from doing Doom Tower normal secret rooms. So again, don't sleep on those secret rooms. Go get your Archmage Helmet, get your Fire Boy here that gives you shields, fears them. Watch my videos. This guy, that dude is great. I did use Nazana a lot coming up. She can help you. A lot of books, though. 3-turn cooldown. I do like what she can do, AoE. But we already picked our 2. Let's keep going. Got to keep the show going. Undead. There's going to be a lot of Undeads, right? Oh, Gorgorab and I have such history. This guy and I have such history. And it's not because we look alike. It's because this guy at level 50 with HP gloves, HP chest, speed boots, my whole entire team would die and he would just revive them all. Back to life. And we just keep going. He would be the last one to be hit because his HP would be so high, everybody else would be attacked, and I would make it through so much content because of this one. I got a lot of love for that guy, not because he's bald. We got to pick Seeker. I mean, Seeker, Gorgorab, Vogoth. We've got the Dark L over here. Lich is cool in some places, but honestly, we have to pick Seeker. It's got to be Gorgorab and Seeker because Seeker can be used anywhere. Seeker is just as good as it gets for an epic. The way that he can turtle in arena, the uses we have for him in the clan boss, the provoke he's got on his A1, it's nuts. This champion is just over the top. If you want a cool champion that you can use in the clan boss, that you'll use in arena, that you want to use in Doom Tower waves to provoke and get buffs up to keep your team alive, turn meter increase plus increase attack, this is your guy. I feel like the simple ones are some of the most powerful ones out there. They're simplistic, but what they do is just too amazing. And he doesn't even, like, he's got 2 moves and a passive, and it's just beyond everybody else. So I'm going to go with Seeker and Gorgorab, and you heard the other ones that I thought were pretty cool. I hope my head has not blocked any of these that I've been talking about. Dark Elves, Captain Tamila, Kaden. Okay, we've used that on the way up. I've used a lot of these before coming up in the game, but I'm going to have to say that nothing beats this lady in duct tape with a stun set. There's just nothing that beats this one. Sylar in a stun set to turn meter reduce, slow speed, decrease accuracy, and then AoE on everything, especially going through the Doom Tower or waves or faction war. There's just no comparison. This girl is just too damn good. And then, of course, Madam's right next to her. Different kind of duct tape. Halloween duct tape. She looks... She just looks so amazing. So you know how good she is. If you don't have her, AoE decrease defense, decrease attack, and then you do that with removing all the buffs out there. In arena, she's golden. I mean, she's just it, man. And then with the fears and stealing, like the fears get on my nerves with her the most. So if she has a shield on, she has a chance to put a fear on you. And these fears happen all the time. So you miss your turn, you miss your move, and it gets really annoying. So top tier epic right here. And you can use her through PvE content just the same. What do we got over in Knight's Rev? Miscreated Monster, Rector Drath, Doom Priest, Sepulchre Sentinel, Faceless back in the day, sure. The rest of these guys, Burgoth, Whisper, we used to play with Whisper quite a bit. Kitus, no, not really. I definitely have used Miscreated Monster a lot. I try not to use him so much because he's kind of a crutch, but he is so amazing. So we're going to pick Miscreated Monster and Doom Priest. I've just been using Doom Priest too much. I actually lock out her A2 so she doesn't put up that increased attack buff and going through the Doom Tower, because a lot of those Doom Towers encounters you don't want buffs up because we'll get frozen by Torment or the boss will do more damage. Locking this skill out and only using her to heal and remove debuffs, and she's just been clutch. Rector Drath I probably should have used more, but I've just got really strong teams, so I haven't used her as much as I should, along with this resistance lead in the Doom Tower and the resistance we get whenever we're under Veil. Decrease attack over here, plus the healing and the revive. Very, very top tier epic champion. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go with those 3. There are a lot of good dwarves, actually. You might think Grizzled Jarl's not great or Rearguard Sergeant isn't. They are. They're good champions. Geomancer is amazing on the clan boss and to get through other content, which we just showed recently. Melga in a regen set with high resistance, keeping herself alive and then bringing everybody back to life. I will say that, you know what? All the dwarves are actually pretty decent. Except for this guy, I'm not a big fan of. He only stuns one person, 4-turn cooldown on the AoE decreased defense. Berto Fellhammer, not a fan of that one either. We're supposed to pick 2 though. It's hard to pick 2 out of here, but I'm going to go with Geomancer and Melga. Those are my 2 favorite out of this faction, but I played Rearguard a lot. She helped me get through some crazy content back in the day. Grizzled Jarl even is a beast. This girl does so much freaking damage. Faction Wars 21, she will kill it. She is a damage dealer, a really good one. You know, Ragnar, I never really had a great relationship with. I've used him a bit, but I'm just not in love with that champion. So we'll go on with these 2, Melga and Geomancer. We are on to Shadowkin's. Shadowkin faction. No, thanks. No, thank you. I don't need it. I will say Taragi. This guy is nuts. This guy's insane for everything that he can do. So if you don't know about this beautiful beast of a frog, go check him out. He can do a lot. Clan boss and progression, tons of fun with his champion. And we've even got a resistance lead, which is very strong. Now, out of all the rest of these, I'm not a fan of using at all. But this champion here, on a 3-turn cooldown, can give you increased defense for 2 turns and a regen for 1 turn. It's only a 1-turn regen, but it is on a 3-turn cooldown for this. And he can do AoE, decrease attack, at an 80% chance. 50, 60, 70, 80 on a 3-turn cooldown. And a leech. So if I needed something for progression in the game, this guy could be it. He could definitely be it. I just haven't played him in that fashion. The rest of these I have actually played a bit. Some of them, maybe more than half. Not a big fan. Taragi's it. He's the only one that I like. If you use some of these other ones religiously, let me know where you use them and where you love that champion. I'm just not a fan of wasting my books and playing these. Let me know your thoughts down below on my most used epic champions. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support lately. You guys have been amazing. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.